Are we live yet? There we go. We are definitely live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Joelato, and of course, my AC turns on right as I start the video. But hey, that is a-okay. Now, today we're going to be playing a game called the Stanley Parable, and if you read the description on this, you're going to be like, okay, well, that makes sense. My friend told me about this game, and damn, am I so freaking excited to play it, because he's like, oh yeah, it's like Portal, where you just like, you try to break the game and you can't break the game because the game knows everything that you're gonna do all of the time, no matter what. And I love that, games like that, and I freaking love Portal. That's like one of my favorite ever. So yeah, we're gonna bust it up, and hopefully you guys are cool with that. So, are you guys ready? I am ready. Let's go. Have I played Stanley Parable before? No, I'm putting on my headphones for maximum playability, and also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I put on subtitles just in case there's like a whisper or something that I miss. So we'll see. No. Let's put it right there. See, okay, I feel like there's something in my throat. Bruh. So, 143. Are you kidding me? It's gonna do that? It's not AM, it's PM, damn it. Shit. Okay, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till it passes, baby. Why do I have to enter the current time? It seems a little odd to me, but it's fine. I'm gonna wait until... Ooh, actually, let me check my phone. My phone has the best, like, time there is. Sure. Let's see which one goes first, my phone or my computer. My phone. Alright, are we good? Accessibility settings can be entered from the main menu. I wanted to make sure to not do anything just in case the game like does something. Begin the game. We're playing a game on 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 a game. Begin. The end is never the end. Until the end is the end. In that case, that is the end. Right? Unless there is no end, which is possible.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Dope.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Was he though? Was he?
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
The order stopped.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so I'm curious. I'm only gonna wait a little bit. I feel like there's been something in my throat for like a couple days now. Goddamn. But if I did nothing, I mean, so I'm gonna play this game probably like 50 times, And obviously this is something that we could do, you know, next playthrough. But I do want to see if I just wait here for a couple seconds, maybe a minute or two, if he's like, and then Stanley got up from his desk. And then Stanley got up from his desk. And then Stanley got up from his desk. Is that possible though? I don't know. I don't know. How would I know? So I'm gonna wait a full minute. Well, actually, maybe not a full minute, but whenever the time goes up a minute. Okay, it just went up a minute. Should I wait? Alright. I can always play through this again, right? Yeah. Okay. We're at our desk. Well, we're like in our little cubicle deal. Can I pick up anything? I can crouch. Partition Corp. Providing partitions for 56 years. G814F1. Does that mean anything? I mean, I went through Portal in depth. Like hella in depth. So, you know, maybe we should just play and then figure it out later. A does things. And click on stuff.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, do any buttons. So A does something. This crouches. This crouches. So these two crouch. And then I could click A.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, there's no outside either. So do these guys have different... No, they're G814 also. Who farted?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It might, my man. It might, okay? How in-depth is it really, though? I like work. I just hate my boss. Smile. What if I just, like, touch everything? Click, 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 click. Alright, nothing. Is there anything on the ceiling? Why are some of these out and some are not? I don't know. I don't know. Do we get to come back here at some point? Maybe. Ooh, look, the scratches go outside on that. Does it do that on all of them? It does. Okay. We're in a new room. Is the door gonna shut? No. Sweet. Click off. Click on. Nope. Can only click it off. Hey, look. Another room. Do I need to find a key? No, it's open for me. Surname access. It'd be nice if I could zoom in. Does that say fun or be my Valentine? Now, is there going to be like puzzles where I should have remembered, like, you know, this? Knowing your city. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. I hate Mondays. Someone spilled their ish. Now I want to go in here. Let me go in here. Dang it. This door is going to shut, isn't it? I did it though. Whoa. Okay, probably just a little graphical glitch of some kind, so that's quite alright, but you know. You know. Nothing. Nothing. The back rooms. Are those like fingerprints? No, maybe not. I have a choice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, for my first playthrough, should I... Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'll do everything that the guy tells me to do, starting from now on to the finish, and then, you know, we could always play again and do the opposite. So the door to my left. But I do want to look at stuff while we go. Should I try to open doors?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright. Who moved my desk? So really, I'm just like doing stuff. I don't know what today is. Office party! Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Okay. Number of slides on the slide. Charts, slides, charts and slides. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs, graphs about things and money. I mean, that is true here. Teenagers. Space between the teenagers. No more bins or trash cans. Renaming of the ideal ficking of me. Okay. Stuff. Synergize. Monetize. Free to play. Well, this game wasn't free to play. Broom closet. Why can I go in the broom closet but nothing else?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, there might be something here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you sure? It seems odd that you're gonna talk while I'm in here, okay?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't know what FA means. Let's see if we can get one more dialogue response.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, this seems like hell. So we got some choices to make because we can go up or we can go down. And then the other choice was left or right. So that's outside. Alright, we should still probably do what the narrator says. The sensitivity could be faster. Look how slow this is. There is a white wall window thing. My boss's office is all the way up here. Look how nice it is. Executive bathroom. This is a nice bathroom. I've never been in a executive bathroom before. Okay. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Can't mess with the toilet, and why is there... Oh, I thought that was tape. It is not tape. Alright. Continuing on. Anything over here? No. What about in here? No. Okay. This is a very large office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright, why did you tell me the code to the door? I really can't click on those.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
So what if I do something different? 111.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Amazing!
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let me, see here. Camera sensitivity, let's go all the way to 10. Vibration, we'll leave it on for now. Boom, 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 boom. Still pretty slow, and we don't have any lights, so let's just go this way. And let's click down. Down, down, down in a burning blaze of fire.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So I could go up, but why would I want to go up, since I already went down?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Many options here, but I guess we're going this way first. Should we click the button? Wish I could read that, but okay. Bam!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
They're everywhere.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. What if I click the button again? Nothing happens. Cameras. Okay, apparently their job is to monitor.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So there's one there, fired. Some of them have odd things. Be nice if I could fly, because then I could look at all those, but alright. We got an idea, they're spying on us. That's cool, that's cool. Now what's this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, I guess. There's a little box. Okay, going up.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Where am I going? I cannot see. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, I see that that's a thing. So we got combinations. The combinations look the same. Yeah, all of these are the same. We have a button number 3. So before I click anything, because I have a feeling that it's going to put me on a timer. So, console disabled. We have 1 and 2 there. 3's over there. Is there a 4? And then we got all these colors. There's 5. Can I run? No. How do I get up there? Because that's 4 probably, right? Alright, I think that's stairs right there. Let me see. Can I see that that says 4? No, I cannot. But I can't go up there. So there must be a code, like 0, 1. Well, I didn't see any zeros. So that definitely can't be a code. But let's go in here and see what's up. Click, 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 click.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Well, it's already off. Game over. But the end is never the end.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
A lot.
How had his co-workers gone?
I don't know.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Huh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Or so he thought. Now, is there going to be like a continuation? The end is never the end. And we're back. What do we do this time? I don't know. But we should probably do exactly what we did. But then hit the other thingy. Can I type on the keyboard? No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So go hella fast boy, hella fast boy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, this is definitely my kind of game. Bunch of options.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yep.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
No! But I'll take it.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. Go down. This is my kind of game. This freaking is my kind of game. This one is yellow. Why is it yellow? What does that mean? What does it mean? There must be a secret.
Stanley walked through the large door that read Mind
Boop.
Control Facility.
Hit it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Interesting. Could I die? Is it possible to die? I don't know, but get there when we get
The
there.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Let me out.
Of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okie dokie.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
accept it.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I think it's
Had
possible.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I
After it
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh,
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
exactly.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're
What do you
only
mean
still
incorrect?
Instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your friend?
Yeah, I'm screwed. I don't know what to do.
A choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Alright, we'll have to get to that at another point. 'Cause clearly, don't know how that works. There was a door that opened, though. I don't know how I opened the door
All
exactly.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh. Alright, so we have that. We know that. We can go to the right
Stanley came to a
here.
set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's do this one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe 4B9. Let me open these damn doors. Let me open the doors. This is a nice little lounge.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yes. Coffee, not.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What if I don't want to do that? It looks cool, though.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This looks unique. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Alright. We do not have a key card, but it looks like we can't really pick up anything anyway. We can't go in this chair, which is odd, but that's fine.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, now we're getting into some more choices here. Do I respawn in the same room? No, that sucks.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. What are you to tell me, dude?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Can I shut the door? I can. Ha 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 ha. Maybe I should open and shut all the doors, see if there's anything
Stanley was so
secret.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Well, I can obviously go over there, so keep that in the brain skis.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
My daughter? My mother? Doesn't look like there's any more choices here. Just a black door. Go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I just
You
unplugged it.
chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that
forgetting how to read, that was a mistake.
Makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
A back, sack, and crack. Okay, practice. Hey, look at the time. It is 4:30. I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack.
Basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
You won't.
That in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But
What?
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I really done did it now. Alright, I don't think there's anything I can actually do here. So do you want me to go back? No. Can I go in here now? No. And what happened here? It's gated now. That's...
Now
okay.
that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So are we getting a new option path now? Wait. I heard doors opening and closing. Well, just lounging around, because I'm a real person, and that's what real people do.
Don't take the door on the left. Back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Alright, are you going to give me a real
Now,
option?
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to do this one.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Ha 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 ha, I like this. I like it a lot. Are you giving me secrets? But everything is breaking. Oh no. Let's keep on doing the wrong thing. Oh, I can't do the wrong thing. Damn it.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think
Fun?
was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
I want to get in that room. What the hell?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Story gone.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time and see what happens.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting...
So should I just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over and over and over?
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I don't know, whatever.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And I wonder, since the thing was destroyed, if you can actually go through the door?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa, things are different now.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
There's no way this works. Night Shark 115. Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I did that, bro. Am I supposed to click on something?
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's pretty cool.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs
It's clearly not over. I have many more choices that I need to
Do you
make.
understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Waiting, waiting, waiting. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. The What?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Just continuing on and doing my work. Whatever, dude, I do not know.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was
Yes.
sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, yes, there's still that option. We have a lot of options here that we need to run
Stanley was
through.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, I'm gonna do the phone thing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Maybe I should go down here.
Please.
Fuck it.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
How am I gonna give you a chance? I already destroyed your plans. Ha 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 ha. 2B1, 2B1, 2B1. I want to look inside of this, but I cannot. 2B3. Do not stand on this side of the fence. Well, I can't stand on the other side. Dang it. Oh. Sure they did not intend for me to be able to do this. Does it actually help me though? No. Can I walk up this thing also? No. 2B4? No. 2B5? No.
Now,
Red and
listen to
blue.
me, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
So I'm obviously going to go through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Hey, look, the blue one's here.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay.
You see? There's nothing here.
I mean, technically there's something here.
Section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
Maybe.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
But what if I don't want to? It'd probably piss him off if I went through here, but okay. Let's go through here. Whatever.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
See, the only thing is, like, does it really matter? Like, do I have to come back and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, 5?
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't know.
I know the game needed a third door. Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard. Good old Neil. Skid, Nicolo Nacho. Did you know that 21.3% of the players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 9,328 out of 9,328. Well, friends list empty. I know that's false. So what if I keep looking at this? And what if I go through here again?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
Maybe.
honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't
Okay.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Boom, 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 boom,
In
boom.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Well, I can't click the button. This is extremely annoying. Should I really play it for 4 hours? Alright, the baby's gonna die. But whatever.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Are they actually gonna put a new game on here? That'd be badass.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Portal. I'll lose my mind if it's Portal.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
I was gonna
motive
play
life?
this game actually.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Are you serious? Now I need to play Firewatch because I have it downloaded actually. But like, is this what Firewatch actually looks like? Let me take a little. Blah 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 blah. All right.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? So many
It
options.
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Portal.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Can I actually get lost in this game?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
This is badass, okay? Like, Super badass. Oh, I can run really fast now. Can I jump? No. There's orange side and blue side.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Hold on. What are you doing?
Another path! What the hell?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
This is great. Okay, now we have more choices. Be nice if I could save. Wait, no. Oh, crap. So if I would have waited, would we have played Portal next? And how do they even do that? Like, I mean, obviously that wasn't actually Rocket League or Firewatch, but it's pretty close. Look at all these choices we have. I like it, like it, like it, like it. Okay, we don't have that many choices actually. Or do we? I don't know. Very peculiar. We're in the back rooms now. We could die. Actually, we're stuck here forever. Hey, a light. Oh, a control module. What is that thing? It looks kind of like a brain. Alright, just continuing on, I suppose. Boom, 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 boom. 427. Looks like nothing of value to me. Oh, I broke the game. I broke the game! Not really, it knew that I was gonna come here, but... Like, oh. They're like, okay,
I wonder what he found.
nothing?
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder
Dead?
if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Maybe?
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Will it? No. Can you? Boom. I wonder if I should be writing down all the choices that I make. Because I'm starting to see a lot more choices than I thought were possible. Okay. Now everything changed. So that's not good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this
So I wonder,
Stanley
hang on.
for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
So I wonder if like the blue, I don't know, carpet now or whatever, is kind of like a sign saying like,
Yes,
okay, this
really,
is...
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
like shows my progress. Like you have unlocked 5 paths or whatever it may be, because these two buttons do the same. So I can't really tell exactly.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
It is possible,
But
but alright.
he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I'm assuming that's going to be the
Stanley
same.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So we have the phone
I've
options.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Is the story altered though? That's a big question for me.
Convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley... Oh, thank God. You
Now I'm
are
curious if it leads me to the same
See,
path.
I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Maybe.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Let me show you.
We're in a circle. We're in a circle. There was 2 choices there.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is that?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we
Yes.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Is he gonna say something else? Alright, let's continue on.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Holy crap.
Right. Where were we?
Was that gonna happen naturally, or... Can I die? No. So what if I leave again? Is this just like is it like a repeating thing? It's just gonna keep on doing this over and over and over and over and over, just with different colors? I don't know. I'm dipping. So this is what it looks like, I think, before like you put stuff on the walls. Hey, look. What could that possibly be? I don't know, just a little drawing. A little Easter egg, kind of. Like, hey, little daughter of mine.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay. Time to reset, baby. Kill myself 101.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I don't want to think for once. Geronimo!
Oh!
Dead.
Oh, thank God you lived. You made me worried there for a moment.
But I could do it again.
Can we please get back to the other room?
Sure, I feel like I'm walking a lot slower. Is this room cooler now? Instead of green, it is red. Whoa, and they're like bigger
There.
blobs.
See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Are there gonna be more fireworks? I need to see the fireworks. I don't like waiting, that's my thing. I'm very impatient sometimes. And this is one of those things.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm gonna kill myself, I'm sorry. It's just how it's gonna be.
No. No. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. So I highly doubt it's gonna let me die on the second turn, so let me see if I could do something. No.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I feel like I walk slower and slower and slower.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
The room.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No, I can't. Because nothing's changing, my dude. Alright,
No, perhaps not.
killing myself. There's nothing you can do to talk me out of it. Should I grab this and tie it around something? No. Is there a secret little portal over here? No. Alright. I thought we could maybe land on the rail.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Kind of, yeah.
Or maybe
Still
you're
not
just
dead.
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. Looks like
Maybe.
you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
You said that before, and it's never really my choice. So I think you're lying to me, bud.
Is it over?
Dead?
It's going to restart, isn't it?
No.
I'm going back.
Alright, so... Oh. We don't have the blue anymore, so that's... odd. We're probably gonna have to replay all of that. Whatever, we have a lot of choices to make. Lot of choices.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But let's keep on making them choices. New content. Now, is this part of the DLC that I purchased or not? I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, deeply, madly love.
Yes.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Bloop. Still got that one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Okay, so
that
through there,
someone else can be difficult, but the
I
fact
think
is
we
that the story
did all
is
of the
nothing but
choices,
you
assuming
all this time.
that,
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
like,
Someone
regardless
you've
of what you
forgotten.
do...
Please.
Well,
Don't try
okay,
to
so
make every decision by
we had to
yourself.
rate the game 1 to 5 2 times.
I'm asking
I
for
rated it 5 once and then 1 the
This is
second
it,
time.
Your chance
So what if I
to
change
redeem
that
yourself. To
And
put
I
your
choose
work
another
aside,
option.
to let her back into your life.
Like 1 and 5.
She's been waiting.
I don't know. So many choices.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay, let's
You need
answer
to be
this
the
because
one
we
to
unplugged
do
it last
this.
time. Bam. Oh, we're in our apartment.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Rip.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Damn, bruh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press plus what? So what if I press X? Yeah, so I actually have to do it.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press Y to watch TV. Well, I need a couch, okay?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
The hell?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
Huh.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
So what if
In
I was
reality,
standing
all
right
he's
there?
doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. But I know I'm gonna wait, and then it's gonna make me do it anyway, so I'm just gonna do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Please die. Please die. Please, please, please die. And we're back.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait a second. Pretty sure that was not there the first time. 432 is gone now. Does that really matter? Maybe not. New content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
Yes,
this
I wanna
was
go
not
this
the
way.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
Admire it. Blah 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 blah
The lounge
blah.
was grand, majestic, perhaps too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So let's do this one.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. I do what I want. I do what I want. Yeah, yeah. Hello, 3 people.
But
I hope you have fun in this game as much as I do.
And get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Can I touch the button again, though? No! Crap. Maybe I could hit that button twice.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Wrong again.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. We got a truck. Hey, we're in a different little path here. So is that a pirate? That's new. But is this kind of
No.
telling me how many options there
We're
are?
not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Another ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I do wish that they told me how many endings there actually are and how many I've gotten already.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did
No.
you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I'm
Yes.
sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Many options here. So it looks like these two doors go to the same place. Looks like that's the same with this. And then these two are possibly the same. Alright, can I just explore in here, or is this actually going to be a bunch of new choices?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
No.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, no. Oh, man. Somewhere over the rainbow.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now there's no doors.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright, I guess. Whatever you say. Did we miss something? Did we miss something? Feel like we probably didn't. Or maybe we did.
Aha!
Blue.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alrighty then. This I can do. Oh,
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is
it's
this
like a
the story?
house.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I don't know, you wrote
Do you
it.
remember, Stanley?
No.
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Hey, I
You
won.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Lit.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen.
Where's
this
the
time,
door now?
I have to restart.
Oh, shit.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I'm breaking protocol. Oh no.
No, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Okay, game, okay. We gotta follow the freaking line. What's that? Oh, is there? How have I just noticed the line? Boop, 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 boop. He's playing solitaire. I can't turn off his computer, though. Four B5, 4B4. The line zigzagged.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
I don't even know what the hell you're saying, bro.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Alright, but let's go this way. Ba ba da 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 da. This music is very nice. I can't run up the wall. What the hell? They stopped me. This music is also very loud. Zero, zero, six. What the fuck? Alright, that makes no sense to me, but okay, whatever.
Cut the music. Go back
Finally.
and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, whatever. Da 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 da
Wait.
da.
We're back at the office? No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, well, this is an option. No, it is not an option. This could be an option. Still not an option.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could
Yes.
have found the story on our own.
Probably. But maybe not. Alright. Do 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 do. Now, this one was a long one. Oh, hello.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you.
I trusted you, damn it.
You... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Hey, the line's here again. But can we
You know
not
what,
fall?
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
In what direction? There's a door. Alright, we go this way.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Well, I don't seem to get to pick anything.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, I have to acknowledge it because it's in my way. Bing, ba-ding, bing, 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 bing. Bing, ba-ding, bing, 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 bing.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So
Walking
I know
in
that
circles,
each door
circles,
has to lead
circles.
somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, I wanted to go through the left one. Hell yeah.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Is
So
it
now,
really?
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Have I done all
Boy.
these? End up in
Well,
monitor
you
room?
consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it?
Was
Did
this
we
always
break
like
the
this?
cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So,
Probably not.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Rip. Alright, moving on. Would be nice if that's actually a checklist.
What could it mean?
But is
Stanley
it?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, if I go down to that spot, can I go down again?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
I'm just gonna
lounge
try
first,
it.
just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he
Oh,
detoured
actually, we
through
could
the
just keep
maintenance
going.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Why did it have two different sounds?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay, so you can't do that. So begin the game again. Alright, now we go straight.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mr. Memo.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
So the dialogue changes just
But
randomly.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Well, where was this place? Clearly, we're not back on track. Unless that was my office door, but I don't think it
Yet
is.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, I
Coming to
could
the
go
stairs,
down.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But I wonder if this is any different. I mean, it might not be. The bathroom looks the same. Let's see if the office looks the same. Ooh, I can go in here now. Or I could go in there, but I want to go in here. Let's go in here. An elevator. Can I go up or can I go down? I did not know that that gun was on the panda's head. Let's go up. Hey, Matthew. It's all good. Like I said, we could probably play another day. Do 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 view yesterday. Why is that page glowing? This is a big ass elevator ride. The sound is playing like in the middle, so it's like screwing with me. Okay, that took forever. And we didn't actually go anywhere. So what if we go down? Down... What? Was I always able to hear my footsteps? This doesn't feel right to me. Alright, I guess the elevator does nothing. Yeah, I know, exactly, but Now we're like
I
here.
think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah,
What?
blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
This must be a new ending. It has to be. Up. No, gotta go down. Now we still have to win. Somehow. Or stop the bomb or whatever. And then there's that.
Stanley
So
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
alright, so I guess we're back on this path.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
How did I do it? Okay, I did do it. Can I actually die here? I can.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You
I
see,
thought it was a
when the
glitch.
Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't
Sure.
that what you crave? New content?
Yes.
Always more content, more, more.
I have Superliminal. I just haven't played it yet.
Make it seem like we really
I really wanna play it.
Of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's
Okay.
a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
3, 2, 1, baby.
Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. But I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Pretty badass. Good job, you did it. 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 Alright, that was an ending. Sweet. The only thing I'm still curious about is there actually a way to determine how many endings I have left, which endings I have done, blah 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 blah. So I think there was one more.
Set of two open. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
I could
by
be
the
wrong.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
On his left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there
Let
was
me just
not
take a
single
quick look
person
ski.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Lit. So they were expecting me. I'll take it. Oh, I'm definitely not looking up the ending. I gotta find it out for myself. But how is Superliminal? I've been holding it off because I really want to play it. It looks super badass. So why haven't I played it? I don't know. But I really do want to play it. A lot. A lot.
Straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So we have a different path here, so let's just see if it changes anything. This might actually just be back to
The
normal.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now, can I break the game where nobody else has broken the game before? Maybe I can.
Now the monitors
Maybe I
on
can't.
tonight, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals.
Superliminal, superliminal,
Wanted in this
superliminal.
place where freedom meant nothing.
There's one that said like pirate. Yeah. But what number is he?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
No.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire
I guess I don't really
life
need my
utterly
headphones. I've been wearing
blind to the
headphones.
world?
But I can just turn on my TV. Alright, so there's two things here. Oh, stretching felt nice. Okay, so
Here was the proof, the heart of the operation.
this
Control
door
was
here
enabled
opened
with
at some point
emotions,
for me.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it.
So yeah,
monitored
it doesn't
and
look
commanded
like
from
this
his
sequence has changed
As
any.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yes,
they
I
kept you
did.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story...
But I didn't.
You're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
3
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Wait, this
about
door's
me.
open. Let's go through here.
What all this means.
Because it closes at what?
Where to start? What's
Oh,
that?
shit.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Well, and then there's 2
Of
blues,
course,
so this
that
is
was merely
home, this
in
is
this instance of
10.
the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly
Incorrect.
and then dying alone.
2 purple.
Other times, I let the
And why
office
can't I
sink
go
into
in that door? I want to go in the
swallowing
door.
everyone inside.
2.
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to
This
make
is
sense
definitely
of
it.
and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
Well, I
much.
clearly did something
You know what? To
good,
hell with
so
it.
let me
I'm going to
click
put
this
some
2
extra
here.
time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
G
from button
to
button, screen to screen, clicking
button
on
hint.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
Continue.
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
Well, I don't
Or
know.
this
Okay,
door.
I don't freaking know.
Anything. Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution?
But it seems like I'm doing something good because it's not saying incorrect.
And to watching the bomb
Shit.
go off each time you fail. Just you and me and a retching explosion of fire and
Well, 4 is up there, so oh, this is open now. I have 43 seconds.
Died again.
I mean, I have a little idea. 4.
And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
And yellow.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately?
So in that case, I screwed up. Begin the game again. Alright. Damn. The end is never the end.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay, maybe not. The windows do something. I don't think the windows do anything. This is some bullshit. Okay, so let's go here this time.
Doors, he entered the door on his left.
Boom.
Yet there was not a single
boom.
person here either.
Boom, boom, boom,
Feeling
boom,
a
boom.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, coming to a staircase.
There's up and
Stanley
down.
walked
I want to go
upstairs his
down
boss's
first.
office.
I think I looked at that. Oh, it has reading, but I cannot actually read it, but I do see a drawing. Pretty cool.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for
1,
that.
2,
And in
B4.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Huh.
The doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Probably.
He said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
This can't be a dream, damn it.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Hell yeah.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield. And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
This is a lot of
he was certain,
talking.
beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on
Wake
his
up,
feet,
people, wake up,
the press
people.
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay. Oh, it's not a dream. Shit.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Boom. New ending.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the hell?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Yeah, that's what normal people
It was
say.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
It looks like she's still just standing there. To me. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the... Actually, has anything changed in here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so I do know of an area where we can go.
When Stanley
The last
came to a
one
set
that I
of two open
think,
doors, he entered the
assuming
door
that the
there.
buttons don't matter too much, and then the blue and red door, if I just go
Yet
through the
there
red
was
door
not
the
a
first
single
time,
person
which I
here
could actually
either.
try that.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
But
his boss's office.
let's
Coming to a
do this one
staircase,
first.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bam. Can I actually open this though? Yes. So once I unlocked it, it's unlocked forever.
Close the door, just go.
Okay, thanks. So maybe that means if I still can use it, I can go there. No, that doesn't make sense. It makes a little bit of sense, but not that much sense. Okay. So there is this yellow. What does that mean?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Don't know. Wait. Light is on. Call extension 914 immediately. I guess I never really did look back. But what if I just go right back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I'm curious, does it change something? It must, it must. So I can't really see over here. I don't think there is anything over there.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
So that was that? Alright, cool. But at least I did that. I didn't really think about it too hard, but cool.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I don't know. So what if I go up again? And then down again? Is it gonna actually let me? It's probably like,
Did you
dude.
think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Third time's the charm, obviously. You gotta try it 3 times. Or until he stops talking.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me
Same.
a time out here for a minute while I process this.
I do enjoy this.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Bam. Boo 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 boo. The light is hitting that cup. No, maybe it's just the cup handle. And I'm crazy. Who would have guessed it?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Alright. Are you going to let me do it again? Because it sure seems like it's going to keep on going forever.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Stale and repetitive. One more time. Let's get it. Let's get it started and out. Alright, that probably was the final one, if I had to guess. But let's find out.
You know what?
No.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
That is very slow.
There we
And
go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the
No.
only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want
Not
big,
me.
explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What
Indeed
you
it
and
is.
I are doing right now. This is the most exciting
Oh, it
narrative
changed.
to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Alright. What the hell?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Is this what Superliminal is supposed to be? Stanley! 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 World peace, baby!
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
Stage door, but I want to go in this door. What the hell? World's first sentient machine.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
427. Break a leg, champ. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. I love you. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tyga. Stanley, blah, blah, blah. Your wife. Stanley. Me. David? Dad? I don't know. Remember where you came from. God, I hope not. Alright, let's get on to it, baby. Boom. Holy moly. Stanley, Stanley, Stanley. Down, then up. Then down, then up. Then down and up again. Oh no, I didn't make it to the end. Shit. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That one is green. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Left or right?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Fair enough. But now there is no papers on the
Yet there
ground.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Thank you for unlocking it
Here's
for
the
me.
door, just go.
So, I do know what I'm gonna do now. Loading, 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 loading. Now, I still don't know what this means. Or that.
Stanley walked
Or
straight
that.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control.
But we're going this way this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
See, I don't know if that's like a choice. Whatever, let's go die. If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. It is red. Red means dead. It's gonna be Portal. Bet. That's what Portal looks like. Okay, this is kind of Portal-like.
Into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I really don't think there's anything I can do.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That was a lie. Hello, Stanley. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Interesting. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. I'm curious, because there was a... It looks like there's a window there, but I don't actually see that window. I do know that these windows are there. Okay, whatever. The two doors. The set of the two doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Stanley's computer. Alright, is there anything behind here? Looks kind of like I can wedge myself in here and possibly do something with it, but maybe not. Alright, continuing on. Filing cabinets. Office computers. I'm gonna sneeze, boy. Oh. Ugh. Alright, this is obviously not the end. There's so much more to do. Little cubicle. The office. There's stuff. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game where the buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Alright, left, right, straight. Also, is there any, more? The office. Nombas. Little copying machine. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Okay, is this legitimate or is it all a trick? One may never know. Office clock. Boss's office. I've yet to have that scene. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, more. The lounge. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game. This is legitimate. Narration outtakes. Three separate times.
Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
Okay, I don't necessarily care about that because I don't think this is actually... I think this was all planned. And that loses the funness of it. Freedom ending. Ooh, was that a hint? Was that a hint? Shit. It came back on. One more time. 7-2. Alright, maybe that's not necessarily a hint. Countdown room. Is that actually true? Alright, so we can go over there. Can I actually just walk through this? No. No, of course not. Zending. This looks like Portal to me, but okay. Well, why can't I pull the damn levers? Whatever. Zending model. But decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Well, this is a very easy concept. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Escape menu. We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Fortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Okay. Is he gonna talk? Stanley Parable. Alright. Don't feel like watching all that, so I'm out. Let us continue. Okay, there's one thing over there. And we can go over here. Meeting room. Maintenance. Obey, disobey. One option. First choice, obey, disobey, staircase. Actually, doorway to maintenance. Vent. Okay, I don't really know what the point of that was. Oh, there's even more. Okay, sweet. The apartment timer. Interesting, because I unplugged it instead of not answering it. Nice, nice. Very interesting. I do enjoy this. Money, 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 money. Fun, 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 fun. That's some high fucking def pictures and shit. I love it. Warzone. What? Spoilers. Yes, somehow war means making fun of scooters. But I do appreciate the like detail that even though this actually says stuff. Huh. Okay, so hopefully we're not on the deluxe version just yet, because I thought we were playing through the normal game, but I guess I'll never know. Very, very, very early. Okay, we've been through here. Did we go over here yet? No. Okay, whatever. Don't care about that. So let's go up here. I'm hoping it brings us back to the exit at some point. Like, is this legit or what? I feel like it's a trick somehow. Game design mockup. Alright. And we're back to the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Goodbye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward.
Can I really do it? I mean, I could legitimately end the game right now.
Would
Nah.
you be walking someone else's path? Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
And we're back.
All of his
All right,
co-workers were
one
gone.
more.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
But I'm
Perhaps he
actually
simply
going
misremembered.
to end. Like, I'm gonna close it. This is different, isn't it? Yes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm always curious if I don't do that. What happens?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Why did my screen go all black? That is interesting, but okay. Maybe it's happened before. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Still don't know how to beat that
Stanley
ending
walked straight
sequence
ahead
just
through the
yet.
large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Good, and just don't
Of
shut the
course,
door.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Alright.
Nope, still on board with death.
I just got stuck there. Interesting. Okay. So, just seems like it changed the dialogue a little. A stripper pole? Why would they have a stripper pole at your
At this
business?
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Ha 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 ha. Game. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
As the machine whirred into motion,
Alright,
and
beep,
Stanley
beep.
was inched
This
closer
much.
and closer to
Get
his
up.
demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great
It looked like
loss,
there was a
like
path
plucking
this
the
way.
eyeballs from a blind man.
I don't think there
So he
was.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think
I'm
he was
curious.
going to accomplish?
What does pause it? Now, if I actually turn off my Xbox,
When
would the
every
game be
path you
able
can
to
walk
know
has
that?
been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Alright guys, well I am gonna actually turn off my Xbox just straight up. Cause I don't know. I don't really know what would happen, so what if I do this? Pauses. I guess I could do it that way, but yeah, whatever. Alright, so just, you know,
Look at these two.
probably gonna play some
How
Call
they
of Duty
wish to
tomorrow.
destroy one another.
So I hope
How they
everybody
wish to
chooses to
control
join
one
me
another.
in Call of
How
Duty
they
tomorrow,
both
but
wish
until
to be
then,
free.
have a fantastic rest of your day. And we're not completely finished because we're going to get to the point, but yes, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I
Can you
shall
see?
see you
Can you see how much they
when
need one another?
I see you.
No,
So until then, just keep on
Sometimes
doing
these
what you
things
do,
cannot be seen.
or don't do anything. Do the opposite of what you do, and maybe that's good enough,
You can
right?
still save these two. You can
Maybe
stop
it's
the
not. I
program
don't know.
before they both
The
fail.
fuck do I know?
Turn off
No
your
genie,
Xbox.
but I am a genie.
There's no other way to beat this game.
Maybe I know everything. Maybe you just have to give it a chance to listen. I don't know. Odd. Anyways, until next time, peace out.